We've gone too far. I feel like Jeffrey Dahmer was born in the wrong decade. I feel like that if he had been born now, he would be on all these TikToks and YouTubes talking about how wonderful it is to give somebody gender surgery. He did the same thing. He cut off their private parts and he put them in their freezer. You know, the only thing different is we're supposed to accept it because it's done in a beautiful hospital under sterile conditions. Tell me what's different. Tell me what's so different that he couldn't have been a Pulitzer Prize winning Purple Heart winner. Oh my God, if Kamala had gotten president. February 27th, 2025. And I came across a video yesterday. I'm going to turn the video. This one right here. So the title of that came up on my thumbnails. The Problem with Trauma Culture. Catherine Liu. And it was on the Howl in the Wilderness channel. And I thought, well, that sounds right up my alley because I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with these people and how did our United States get in the situation it's in. So I clicked on it and I'm listening while I'm laying on my couch, doing stuff on my phone. And it's all sounding like Republican talking points. And then she goes, but I'm a Marxist and I'm a Marxist or something like that. And I was like, what? What? And so she's some college professor down in California, Berkeley, I think. And listening to her talk for a while, I don't think I watched the whole show because I was like, what in the heck is going on? So, I've been thinking all this time that the lefty liberals were communist. And they were all part of that communist group. Well, after I watched her, I went and I found this video. You can't see it very well. Anyways, Noah's show. Bozos that grind Noah's gears. Destroying James Lindsay. I've been listening to James Lindsay. I've been listening to him for a while, and then Carlin Borsinkio talks about him, and she's not a fan of his. And I think that's where I got the idea that the Marxists are the lefty-libby people. They're not. Apparently, the lefty liberals are not Marxist communists. And I should go back. Catherine Liu, she is a professor, and she does not like college professors. She calls them the PMC, professional management. I can't even remember. A lot of why I make these videos so I can come back to them and refresh my memory. So I'm going to put the links to the videos that I'm watching down in the comments. And I guess I'll probably put them in the description too at some point. And so I just don't know what to think. Are the communists, the left, okay, this is what I think. All right. I think I have an idea of how this is going to go. From the little bits that I know about communism. I know that in the process of it, a lot of people end up expiring. So my thought of why it took me a year or two to figure out that the lefts and the communists are not the same is because communists are not speaking out a lot about it. They're not really using their voice to say, no, we don't stand with these people. I found some videos, but I haven't heard any of my other people talking about this that that I'm learning about all of this through. So what I think is the communists are thinking, let the idiots expire themselves. Let them genocide themselves. Let them sterilize themselves. Let them be completely broken human beings by the time they're in their 60s, when their body starts breaking down and they've already tossed off their family and they don't have any children. Which brings up another thing I learned through, I don't know which show I was seeing it on, but it made sense to me. That The people that are doing the IVF, a lot of these gay men, let's be honest, um, they're buying babies. And everybody wants to talk about the abortion rates of women that might have to make that choice. And I can tell you, women that have to make that choice are not out there at their little parades and their abortion is wonderful parades. Um, there's more babies expired from IVF because they have to get rid of the ones that they don't use. So this whole thing, I think we just really need to go back to basics. I like medical care, but obviously the doctors don't know when to say, you know, we've gone too far. I feel like Jeffrey Dahmer was born in the wrong decade. I feel like that if he had been born now, he would be on all these TikToks and YouTubes talking about how wonderful it is to give somebody gender surgery. He did the same thing. He cut off their private parts and he put them in their freezer. You know, the only thing different is we're supposed to accept it because it's done in a beautiful hospital under sterile conditions. Tell me what's different. Tell me what's so different that he couldn't have been a Pulitzer Prize winning Purple Heart winner. Oh my God, if Kamala had gotten president. Yeah. But Trump is in there and, you know, they just laid off a bunch of people from the federal government. I don't know if it was just the Park Service or what. And I feel bad, you know, because these people got jobs. They bought homes. They bought cars. They have bills, you know, and I hope that they can get all that worked out. But it did make me think about something with all of this. Well, I've had a lot of thoughts. This is kind of all over the place. The lefty loosies are against the capitalists. The communists, Marxists, are against the capitalists. But the lefty loonies, they are the most capitalistic people I know. They're the ones with all these great jobs. So my circumstances, I have a couple of ladies that live by me, and they work for the DEI and the government. They have no children. They bought a nice home. They have brand new cars. They just went on a fabulous vacation to some tropical place. And I was thinking, you know, the communists, I think what they're doing is they're giving all of these sterile people that have mental issues. I'm not saying my neighbors do, because I don't think they do. It's just got me on this whole thought process. They give them all this money so they can pay for all these operations. And the doctors are making a lot of money. Like I say, if Jeffrey Dahmer had been born now, he would have been right up there. He would have been one of the top surgeons. I'm sure of it. So the communists, the Marxists, are letting the lefty loosies destroy themselves with communism. Makeup, perfume, hair, plastic surgery, lip fillers, butt jobs, fake penises. I even seen a thing with one of these sex change doctors. You can get your balls enlarged if you don't want to go the sex change way. What? What is wrong with these people? You're born with one body. This is the body you get. When you fuck it up, it's fucked up forever. And the communists know that, so they're letting the lefty loosies, lunatics, destroy themselves and destroy their future and try to destroy our country by destroying capitalism through their overly capitalistic purchases, telling people like me, just a traditional mother, traditional wife, just living my life. I didn't even know about this stuff till a couple of years ago. Well, I kind of knew, but I thought it was like one kid, Jazz Jennings. I didn't know it was all in the schools. I don't have kids in school. And a lot of people feel the same way. And I made a post on my Facebook. I don't care. I'm not being quiet anymore. One of the ladies, she was, my friends that are the lefties, they're so, I don't know, they're very confused. I have one friend that was raped when she was young, and she ended up getting an abortion for it, and she was never able to have children again, and that's why she hates Donald Trump, because she thinks he's a rapist. And not the doctors that gave her the abortion and probably fucked up her uterus. Okay, and my other friend, she hates Donald Trump because her daughter's a cat lady. My daughter's a cat lady. My daughter can't have children. Her daughter's doing it by choice. You know what? That's her problem. My daughter's not. But it has led me to realize that people that aren't having children or have a hope of having children, they're not interested in this future going anywhere for anybody. What do they have to lose? What do they care? You know, I have one child left that might give me grandchildren. And if anything happens to that child, I can let you know. As loving and concerned as I am for the future of humanity, I probably wouldn't be. I've already decided if anything happens to him, I'm going to start drinking and I'm going to start drugging and I'm going to do it until I die. That's what I'm going to do. The slow suicide way, I guess. Because for me, I think that's what life is all about, is having children and grandchildren. And if I lose that part of my future that my child just didn't give up willingly, I can't even imagine if my child gave that up willingly and I have to look forward to the rest of my life with no grandkids. You know, they've got these young people so brainwashed. So brainwashed. For a lot of us women, we want grandkids. When you're almost 60, and what are you going to look around? What are you going to have? You're going to have your fancy stuff in your house, and you're going to have your lip fillers, and you're going to have your sex change operation, and that's going to be that until you die. Tell me, what are these people going to do when they're old? Communism and Marxism. I think I'll just read the bottom one. It's kind of long. Maybe I'll make another video reading the whole thing. Conclusion. Okay. Communism and Marxism are often confused. Let's start over. Communism and Marxism are often confused, but there is a big difference between the two ideologies. Oh my God, I should. Communism and Marxism are often confused, but there's a big difference between the two ideologies. Karl Marx developed the theory of Marxism, which focuses on class struggle and how it leads to societal change. The goals of Marxism is to create a society in which everyone shares equally in the wealth. Communism, on the other hand, was developed by Vladimir Lenin and is based on Marxist theory. The key difference between communism and Marxism is that communists believe in using violence to achieve their goals, while Marxists do not. Both ideologies have been used to justify terrible atrocities, but they are not inherently evil philosophies. Students should learn about these theories so they can better understand world events and make informed political choices. So, anyways, on our journey learning who the heck these people are and what they're doing.